Well, that was fucking shit.
I mean, I enjoyed it, mate. I thought
I
it was
loved
pretty
it.
good.
What are you talking about, Dan?
Game of the night.
I enjoyed your performance against Man City reserves. We're
talking about Sunderland.
Yeah.
So Sunderland, what can you say about it? It's classic Sunderland in the FA Cup.
Port Vale are a very strong team, though, aren't they? They were holding up the whole of the Division 1, weren't they?
You got to be
They
strong.
were-
Got to be strong to hold them other 23 teams up in the
Like the
division.
rocking Hercules.
I mean, it was an uneven pitch, to be fair.
Yeah.
It was an uneven pitch, and the excuse, I suppose, is that the pitch takes away the quality difference in Premier League
Still
footballers.
shouldn't be. You should still have enough to beat.
So
that
for
team,
me,
shouldn't you? Yeah.
for me, you should still have the difference isn't just in technique between Premier League footballers and League One, lower level League One footballers. It's the athleticism, it's the strength, the power. You would expect the Premier League footballers who are in the gym every day, being coached in their conditioning every day, are going to be able to have a bit more and a bit more nous
Tactics
about
come
them.
into play, don't they? You don't play the way you would normally play on a typical pitch.
Yeah.
You've got to play a different kind of game, haven't you?
You do, and I don't think we quite got the hang of that.
Had he rested any players, or was there players not playing
Nah.
that you thought?
I thought you
should
had
have
quite
been
a strong team.
I think the only player he rested who he could have played was Xhaka.
Yeah.
I can see why he didn't play
play?
Xhaka
He's just come back
because
from an injury
didn't-
as well, hasn't
yeah,
You didn't play a striker, did you? Is it
Mayenda, was he?
we played Mayenda,
But he's
but
like you'd have thought Isidore would have got.
no,
in for that
Isidore's
game,
not.
wouldn't you?
Isidore's
so
not at the race.
shit, no.
He's not shit. Well, he's not shit. I
Right.
know, which is why I'm always very reluctant to criticise Wilson Isidore because he did
Has
laugh
he
at
got
me
a heart?
jokes. But he did laugh at my heart attack without it. Yeah, past that.
Top line.
No, but he just doesn't seem interested recently. And to be fair, he's probably.
He's out the door, isn't he?
I think
He's got
he
one foot
knows
out the
that,
door.
and I think he knows that. He's not. He's probably preferred to him, has been for a few
Yeah.
months, and like in performance recently, that's dropped off as well. So he's probably Mayenda's preferred as well.
Yeah.
So you can see why he's lost motivation, but obviously,
I mean, I've heard from Sunderland fans that he's coming on. He's just not making runs.
Nah, he's not.
I've heard when I've been listening on BBC Newcastle as well. I've heard that they would say like, "Oh, Robbie would have got that. Robbie would have done this." So it's like you can tell that he knows that he's second choice. He doesn't like the fact he's second choice.
Yeah.
And it's clearly shown on the pitch.
I think the problem is as well, we just had no cutting edge. We had no creative ideas going
It
forward.
was just rinse and repeat, wasn't it? It was like you just kept doing the same thing over and over again, even though it didn't work. It was just like
I mean, the thing is as well, I know there's some big clubs in the FA Cup still, but there was an opportunity there. Crazy, we're playing Port Vale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so that you know, is
I
that
saw-
a big upset? Is that one of the biggest upsets that Sunderland have had in the FA Cup?
I don't. Well, you got to bear in mind that this used to happen to us every season.
Yeah, I know.
Like under Steve Bruce and managers like that. It's so classic Sunderland that you come to expect it. I'm desperate for Port Vale to draw Man City reserves again in the next round, so that it's a fait accompli essentially.
Yeah.
But like knowing how they'll probably get Southampton at home.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
Leeds.
think about
Yeah.
Sunderland this season. It's not just Port Vale. You got knocked out by Huddersfield in the Carabao.
We
as
did,
well.
but like that was at that point, right? We thought we're going to be
Yeah.
embedded in a relegation
True,
battle,
that's true,
which
that's
we're not. We're safe with with
Probably-
9 games to
and
go.
I'm guessing against Huddersfield, he probably paid a weakened team against someone like Huddersfield purely and simply
We
because
did.
of what was ahead of you.
Yeah.
Where after the way you played this year, which you've put workmanlike performances in, haven't you?
And
Well-
what about 09 with his?
From
I
the
mean,
halfway
he
line.
was trying to score in his own
Yeah,
goal.
He's
wasn't
trying
he?
to
I
do
mean,
David Beckham, wasn't he?
Luke O'Nien has, where he's come in, he's been very solid. He's exceeded a lot of expectations when he's come in and done the job, but he's very often prone to a brain fart, and I think that was like more than a brain fart. I think that back pass, it was like a brain shot.
Yeah,
it was.
The keeper did really well.
The keeper was laughing about it.
Yeah.
The inside of his skull was wet and brown after that. But the keeper, I've got to give him a little bit of credit because that innovation to head it over the bar.
Yeah.
If our strikers had showed that kind of heading ability, we
Got
wouldn't.
Voldemort in
If
there,
only
mate.
Yeah.
Voldemort had been
So
saved. Yeah.
where would
Could have done with it.
that have indirect? Because it would have been indirect, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Where would that have been taken
Where the
from?
keeper touches it.
Where the keeper touches it,
Yeah.
or where Luke
Yeah,
and I
pretty
pass
sure
it?
where the
Oh,
keeper
well. I was
touches it,
thinking
yeah.
that it was from where O'Nien.
Oh, in that
kicked it.
case, you might as well just pluck
Yeah,
it.
that's what I was thinking.
No,
so I was
it's
like, why
where
is
the
not just
keeper
hit it? But
touches
where
it,
the
I
keeper
think.
touches, that's pretty much on the line, isn't it?
Yeah.
Although in fairness, like people never really score them free kicks, do they?
No.
Because
Yeah.
it's
Shearer
like
did once.
11
Shearer did.
people all on the line. It's
Yeah.
like it takes some luck
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get through
Hell
them,
of a
doesn't
goal.
it? But
It's an absolute. It's one where you got to blammer it. And
right? Because
Blammer.
It's got to be a
Any
blammer.
blammers allowed?
Blammers.
I think when I messaged you, I turned the game on. It was just before half time, and then I watched it to the end, and I was just a bit like, "What?" Like I didn't know what you were trying to do. It was just like
And
the
I-
changes came
I'm
a little
guessing-
bit late, and then it was like I didn't know if they were the right changes, and then it was you're just a bit like.
Yeah.
You could see the talent difference because I think it was Diarra a lot. Every time he got the ball, he was like, he'd walk around 3 or 4
Yeah.
players, but he had no nowhere to pass the ball
Yeah.
after that. So you could see the talent gap was massive, but it was just like that final bit you just couldn't do. Like I think you texted me after and said you could have played all day and you wouldn't have scored.
Yeah,
it was just one of them games, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
And it felt like all day watching it.
yeah, it did. Yeah,
It was a horrific watch.
yeah.
Had you watched it at home or were you out watching it?
No, I watched it at home. Thankfully.
Do you think
I
any
didn't fully
do you think
waste nothing.
anything like complacency came into it, where Sunderland went out there thinking, well, it's Port Vale, they're bottom of League One, we're going to win this?
I think so, because one of the good things Labrie does is he often plans for the opposition,
Yeah.
and I don't think he came up with a specific plan to Port Vale. In his defence, if I'm being
Shouldn't
like,
have to.
no, you shouldn't have to. But
Yeah.
as well as that, I suppose there's 3 days when you find out who you're playing.
Yeah, true.
Port
that
Vale and
didn't help,
Bristol
did it?
City.
Yeah.
But
That was
you're
weird,
right.
that wasn't it? Because normally there would be like, I'm sure that in the olden days there was a 10-day rule.
Yeah,
Where the 10 days before the game for tickets.
yeah.
And stuff like that. So
This
it was
is
a
the
bit
This is the cartel interfering with Sunderland's cup run.
weird.
if anything-
well, don't tell me
if-
start about that bloody cartel.
Yeah.
If anything, Port Vale's done well there then, because they probably weren't planning on even beating Bristol City.
Mm.
So they've think, oh, we're beating
think
Bristol City. Now we've got a plan for Sunderland. Then we've got them 3 days.
I mean, they don't really have to plan these lower league teams. It's defend,
Well, the thing
defend
is-
like there's no tomorrow, and hope we get a
true.
goal.
Which
If
they
we get a
did
goal,
really
And
well.
all they want is they want a home game. To
Yeah.
the
play.
atmosphere seemed decent, to be fair, didn't it? Like on the TV.
Oh,
Obviously,
Especially considering Robbie Williams wasn't there apparently. He'd been in his box at Chelsea.
yeah, I thought like they obviously it helps that they were a goal up and stuff,
Yeah.
but the fans were giving it some, and you could hear it through the TV and stuff. So I thought it was decent. It's one of them. It's obviously it's not nice for Sunderland fans. I mean, I saw that thing I always see on Twitter. Is it like the Roker Forum thing or whatever? And they were all talking about, should we book a hotel for London now in case we get to the final? And what would we do about tickets? Because
I'll blame the
we've got
manager. Get him out. Get the
38,000
manager
season
out.
tickets. So we
Sack
do
the
this.
manager
I was just like,
and the board.
so I think it's that classic thing of like, because you've drawn Port Vale, you just get ahead of yourself. And
Yeah.
it's
Well,
like,
you do as a football fan, because to be fair, on paper,
yeah.
you would
Yeah.
expect Sunderland to,
Well, I saw this-
particularly the way they're playing the season, you would expect them to win.
I think the big letdown is that we are at the point now where we're not really embedded in the relegation scrap.
Yeah.
So it's
No, you're
This was
Yeah.
it, wasn't it? Yeah,
You could have concentrated on the cup.
and how many times are we going to get that
Nah.
opportunity where we're not either embedded in the relegation scrap or
I
maybe
think the way I
competing
came
for
with it
Europe in
from
the
St
league?
James's Park thinking was, like all the big clubs have won.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you've got
Yeah.
Arsenal in there, you've got Man City, you've got Liverpool, and
Yeah.
you've got Chelsea. So you thought already you're thinking
Yeah.
one of those four will win the FA Cup this season,
Yeah.
unless there's a
Yeah.
massive upset.
Port Vale.
Leeds
Save some
United.
money on London, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Fuck London, I didn't like it anyway.
But to be fair, we were all talking about a semi-final, a Newcastle
Yeah.
semi-final, you know.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
In London,
And exactly.
they haven't got enough police.
No.
There's a shithole in it.
Yeah.